The American fighter jets were already dangerously close, yet the platoon leader ordered all the soldiers to remain still, lying flat on the ice as if they were dead. At this point, the vast, open ice of the Chosin Reservoir left no chance to outrun the enemy's aircraft. What the platoon leader didn't expect, however, was that the cunning Americans didn't give up. After circling around once, they returned again. In a cruel, inhuman move, the American soldiers leaned out of the windows, aiming their submachine guns and began firing wildly at the soldiers on the ice. In an instant, several soldiers were hit by enemy bullets. Despite the excruciating pain, they remained still, enduring the agony. At that moment, the planes were above them, their firepower overwhelming, and there was no chance of survival. If they were discovered, it would mean the end for the whole unit, and their plan to reach Eagle Ridge would be ruined. Just when they thought they might have avoided detection, the relentless Americans, determined to eliminate every last one of them, decided to fire every round in their guns. With no sign of stopping, the platoon leader finally ordered his men to prepare for a counterattack. Unaware, the American pilots, eager to continue slaughtering what they thought were dead bodies, lowered their altitude even further, determined to finish the job. What they didn't realize was that all the Chinese soldiers had already loaded their weapons, ready to strike. At the platoon leader's command, the soldiers quickly turned, their triggers pulled in unison. The American soldiers on the planes panicked. The pilot tried to regain control of the aircraft, but it was too late. He was shot dead by the soldiers' barrage. The remaining two Americans tried to call for backup, but their plane was now completely out of control. The soldiers swiftly rose to their feet and sprinted toward the forest. After spiraling out of control, the American plane crashed violently onto the ice. As the soldiers raced toward the opposite shore, they suddenly saw a rescue bombing plane chasing them, responding to the distress signal. The platoon leader ordered his men to scatter and advance in threes. But no matter how fast their legs moved, they couldn't outrun the speed of the plane. A bomb dropped from above. They thought it was a dud, but to their horror, after a few seconds, it exploded, shattering the ice beneath them. The soldiers, already on the brink of starvation and exhaustion, knew that if they fell into the water, survival was nearly impossible. The ice now became a death trap, and the enemy launched a relentless barrage. Despite the soldiers' desperate sprint, how could they possibly outrun the enemy's planes and airstrikes?